Alright, welcome to part 2 of the TTR 225 build. So, today is the same day as the intro, as you can see. What we are going to do in this video, though, is pretty much just run through the checklist that we made last video and see what we can get crossed off today. Well, I still have time to do it. The first challenge, and it's already going to be hard, is getting this hunk of metal onto a stand, because I don't have a jack stand and I don't have a fancy motorcycle stand, so I got to get it onto a box. So this is what I managed to pull out of this upstairs in my dad's shop. So this little box is hopefully gonna hold up this freaking weight. Except that I can't get the bike onto the stand. It's gonna be difficult. I forgot to mention, this dirt bike does not have a kickstand, so we might as well add that to the list now. I have no idea how this is gonna go, so we'll test it out. I probably should have looked at this before I started moving it, but basically I was just kinking the chain against the wood, so I guess we'll move that. Alright, so I untangled the chain and got it pretty much out of the way. Right now it's just resting on top, and we'll see if we can get the bike onto the stand fully. The bike is now on the stand, and it's better than not having kickstand, and yeah, so we can start working on it. And one thing I already noticed is that the bars are bent. It's supposed to be straight like that. It looks like they bent them, so we're gonna have to unbend the bars. Might as well add that to the list. Unbend bars. Alright guys, it's finally the next day, and I'm gonna continue with the build. And we got the tank off. It literally wasn't held on by anything. So today we're gonna tackle mostly the wheels and tires, and then probably get the air filter out. Okay, so small problem. I think the guy who I bought this from glued the airbox shut. So I got all the screws out, I think. I mean, all of them look like they're out, but it's like glued shut. I don't know. Comes off here and then gets stuck right there. So I don't know what's wrong. Yeah, the air filter dry, and that's not really how it's supposed to go on, so nice. Upon further inspection, this thing is gonna be a pain in my butt crack. Everything looks normal. That's not bad. That, which is holding part of the engine on, pretty sure that's not supposed to be loose. I mean, this is JB welded, so I'm kind of worried about what I might find there. Right. And I still can't get this open. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. The axle is super cool. I think I need to grab a hammer because this is gonna be tough. Rear axle's out, and it actually doesn't look that bent. Both wheels are off. That one came off so easy. This one, not so much. Everything's super dirty, as you can see. So we're just gonna get it sandblasted, greased up, and then put everything back together. This is a quick little lesson. So if you don't know how drum brakes work, basically what happens is this little lever gets pulled by this right here, and you push on the pedal. So what happens is it pulls it, and these will spread apart. I don't know if you can see this piece moving. Pushes them apart against the inside of the wheel, and that's basically the drum brakes. But these are really dirty and obviously have to be cleaned. Rear axle is all sandblasted. Parts are, everything is smooth. So I messed up the threads a little bit on this from pounding it, but it'll be fine. After wiping down a little bit kind of where the wheels go, it's still really dirty and old. But I got the forks wiped off, and it was really oily, and the fork boot guard, whatever this is, it's kind of oily too. As you can see, there's like dirt and stuff. So that makes me think that either it was ridden through something really dirty, because there was like something on the wheel too, or the fork seal's bad, which I doubt, because these are on here. So yeah, I don't know. It's pretty dirty though, as you can see. But I'm not gonna change anything. I'm just gonna clean it up best I can and then put it back together. Oh, also, one thing I'm doing to get the brake shoes clean, and I just get rid of all this dust, as you can see. Taking a screwdriver, wrapping a cloth around it like this, and then just sort of scraping at it so that the metal doesn't scratch the metal, and you get the, I don't know if it's good or not, but I mean, it seems to work. It's harder to do with one hand, but the dirt's coming off. Alrighty, so brakes I sprayed out with an air hose. Should be good. I wiped that brake caliper off, aired up this tire about 20 psi, and the guy, so he told me, he promised these hold air, and I'm trying to air them up. I'm like, why aren't they filling? Why don't I feel any pressure? I felt a breeze on my face, and it's coming from around here. So the promise was broken. I no longer have a rear tire that holds air, so I have to change a tube, which I absolutely hate, because my SSR pit bike has given me probably 3 or 4 or 5 tubes to change, and little tires are a pain to get onto rims, so yeah, so this is a broken promise. Alright, so now we kind of figured out what's wrong with the wheel. I guess I just need a new tube. I'm just going to put everything back together, including the brakes, which I blew out. So then I'm going to drain the gas, put that in there, because there's something in here, but that does not smell like gas. So yeah, it's probably like 50 years old. So yeah, we're just going to do that. Maybe it's just an illusion of the light, but that kind of looked like water. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, because this thing is, can't clap with my other hand, but clapped. Pouring it out of the petcock is too slow, because there's still a bunch of gas in here. So I'm gonna really regret this if it goes wrong. Cock's out. It's a little bit of junk and looks like paint chips. So that's not a super good sign, but yeah, I don't know why this doesn't have a filter. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try to finish the draining and call it a day, because I have to go soon. Probably clean this off a little bit, blow it out, make sure there's nothing gunky in there, and yeah.